So, finishing off this message to Muharrem Sherbezovsky and Esma Rejepova, since you don't want to be equal, that's fine with me, it's even better. At least now we know who is who in the scheme of things, and all your European, Romani intelligence friends, that's just great. I'm going to try and bring somebody from Punjabi, somebody, who will just replace that Romani you're trying to put into the minds of our kids instead of Bosnian, to push Bosnian out. You're not there to help us reinstate it, but to actually install it, because we don't want it. But if the languages still come, we're going to get somebody from Punjabi, and we're going to, just push you away and out of our lives, because you're just so disgusting. But we are the originals from the Pateran Kingdom. We are the original Bogumils too. And you can keep on dancing and listening to Jalim Jalim and all that stuff. Alright? Anything else? I will try and put, for an anthem, for the time being, I'll put Inama no Shif, written by Brian Tyler from Children of Dune, as a temporary anthem until we come up with something better. But right now, for just for the clearance of it, we're not gypsies, you're gypsies, and we're just the descendants of the Pateran Kingdom, and we're not even the same people, just come from the same country, separated by centuries of different experiences and religions. And you can keep on dancing all you want. You will not tell our children what to pray for, who to pray to, how to speak. You will not be any kind of standard. You've never been any standard to us. We had knights and nobles and soldiers, and when our ladies danced in the courts of nobles and royals, you were jumping around fire, alright? You were looking in the palm to see the future. You're nothing, alright? You're nothing. Get out of our lives, get out of my country. You're disgusting. Now I'm gonna place a little curse on anybody to go fuck, but I'll say extreme act of intimacy upon their own family, their mother, father, children, brother, sister, their children, to their grandchildren, on whoever who steals any part of Bosnian history or is messing with Pateran Kingdom history, makes money on it, whether it's a present. It doesn't have to be history, present, and I leave it on automatic forever. Whether they do it for the reasons of money, popularity, jealousy, to twist it, to steal our history from us again, ever. It will go not only on the people who did it, that curse, it will go also on the entire fucking country they come from. For every penny a day of curse on their entire families, on the entire country. Do not mess with our history. Get the hell out of it. I'm tired of this. Watching the creations on this creation net history. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Creationhistory.net. Creation Glagolitic book. What is this? Glagolitic? They never had Glagolitic. Dear God, this is ridiculous. This is Bosančica, it's not Glagolitic, but I mean, people like this steal history from us. This has got to go. Alright, this is the kind of things I'm talking about. And all you fucking gypsies can go home. This is not going. This is from the times when Turkish came, burned all of our libraries, so books like these, written so neatly, and the pictures painted in gold and silver. They were like, ooh, pretty, and they took it to the university they built in 1453 in Constantinople. Like, this is another page, and kept it. To this day they have it. They put it out on the. I mean, this creationhistory.net. If you go there, they say like Bosnian Duke Hrvoje was a Croatian. They have so much of history on our queen like insinuating she was Croatian just because she's a Catholic. I mean, this kind of stuff will not happen. Not ever again. My curse will stay on automatic forever. Into the past and into the future it goes. Into the past it goes to individuals who did it. Into the future it will go to entire countries from which those individuals come. It's June 10th, 2008. You remember the date. Enough of this shit. I mean, there's like a whole list of Bosnian Muslims that could not have more Muslim names than they do, and they call them Croatians. There is this composer who refuged from Bosnia during the Ottoman Empire called Franjo Bosanac. His very name says, I'm from Bosnia. That's what the whole point is. He wanted everybody to know that he was a Bosnian. They say he was Croatian. Why? Because he's Catholic. After the war, when Bosnians and Catholics, when Muslims and Catholics got together, to fight against Serbia and the rest of Europe and everything. Like there's even a Bosnian king in there. All right, this is a Klitko. You see Bosnian crown there. All this lying around is silver. I mean, they're saying he's Croatian because he's got Catholic name. And in 1997, Pope John Paul II comes just to make sure that Catholics and Muslims are not together. He names a bishop of Catholicism in Zagreb, basically telling them you're not good enough of Catholics unless you tie yourself to Croatia. I mean, this whole conspiracy of Vatican, Europe, U.S. government is in there too. They threaten to bomb Bosnian forces if they keep on pushing forward during the liberation times from Banja Luka. I mean, Bosnian Serb refugees were already on the way out of Banja Luka. It was already falling down. And they said, we're going to bomb unless you stop. And they had to stop. I mean, they're eyeballs. Nobody wants to arrest Radovan Karic or Ratko Mladic, even though they're seen that they go to checkpoints of European forces or United Nations or... God. Let me find the list of people they say they're Croatians. I mean, a list of Muslim names. Like 20 of them. This is a crime. My government isn't suing anybody. This is a crime. In 1999, Bosnian Franciscans, who now call themselves Croatians, stole the body of Stjepan Tomašević, last king of Bosnia, and took it to Split, to the town of Split. And they were all, okay, here it is. It's page 3 of 47, Croats in B&H. You see, we're not even good enough, they're not even good enough to call themselves Catholics, of the Bosnian Catholics. No, they're not Catholics enough unless they're Croats. It's Croats in B&H. Alright. 3 of 47. Asaf Duraković, Ekrem Spahić, Edhem Bulabdić, Adanaga Mesić, Ivan Aziz Miličević, Safet Berbašagić, Osman Nuri Hadžić, Hasan Tehim Nametak, Tehim Spaho, Musa Čazim Čapić, Džafer Bek Kulenović, Ahmed Murad Begović, Hasan Kitić, Hamza Keseljaković, Alija Nametak, Nahir Kulenović, Enver Čolaković, Mehmed Alija Magdizdan. No, you can't have this guy. Muhammad Hadžijahić. I mean, all these, they're Bosnian Muslim poets, writers, intellectuals. They say they're all Croats. They're flat out stealing our people, and they're teaching people, their children, and the world, they're telling the world that they're all Croats. Come on, and this kind of stuff will not be imposed upon my people. Not on the Pateran Kingdom, the last ones. Not on my Zott. Not on my Paterans. Excuse me, my Paterans. Paterans. Look at this. Katarina Vukčić-Kosača. They don't say she's a Croatian, but they're flat out insinuating because she's Catholic. So what? So what if she's Catholic? God. So basically, this is the kind of stuff that must not happen with Romani.